Ladies and gentlemen, Ethos Limited has the largest portfolio of premium and luxury watches in India and retail to 50 premium and luxury watch brands like Omega, IWC, JLC, Panerai, Bulgari, H. Moser, Rado, Londrines, Bombay Mercier, Oris, Corum, Carl F. Bucherer, Tissot, Louis Monet, and Parme. It enjoys, ladies and gentlemen, a healthy market share of 20% in the luxury watch retail segment and 13% in the premium and luxury watch retail segment in the country. Today, on this very, very momentous occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome the various dignitaries who have joined us today with a bouquet of flowers, and we invite them to come to the dais and take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here with us today the management team of Ethos Limited. We would like to welcome them all. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Pranav Sabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos Limited. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir. May I request Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, Chief Financial Officer, Ethos Limited, to please come to the dais. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you, sir. May I request Mr. Manoj Subramanian, Chief Operating Officer, Ethos Limited, to please come to the dais. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Ms. Juhi Chaturvedi, Senior Vice President, Ethos Limited. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Gurshan Singh, Vice President, Marketing, Ethos Limited. Very, very warm welcome to you. Thank you, sir. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Anil Dhiman, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Ethos Limited. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSC. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much. We would also like to extend a very, very warm welcome to the book running lead managers who played an integral part in the success of this IPO. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global Financial Services Limited. Very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Ashish Ambwani, Managing Director, Incred Capital, to please come on stage. Thank you, and once again, a warm welcome to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence this auspicious occasion by lighting of the traditional ceremonial lamp, for which I request the following dignitaries to please come near the lamp lighting area. Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSC, Mr. Pranav Sabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos Limited, Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, Chief Financial Officer, Ethos Limited, Mr. Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global Financial Services Limited, Mr. Ashish Ambwani, Managing Director, Incred Capital. With this lamp lighting, we hope that our prayers reach the Almighty and the fire within us to be the best, to be the winner, and to succeed always also burns bright. Ladies and gentlemen, now, without further ado, may I invite on stage Mr. Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global Financial Services Limited, to share his thoughts on this auspicious occasion. Very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the BRLMs and the management team of Ethos, I welcome you all to the listing ceremony of Ethos Limited. I am Yatin Singh. I head investment banking at MK Global, the book running lead managers for the IPO, along with my colleague Ashish here, who represents Incred Capital. With the Indian economy growing and disposable incomes increasing, luxury brands have been looking to create meaningful presence in the country. For over a decade, Ethos has been on the forefront of bringing these brands to the Indian shores. Ethos, as has already been mentioned, has a portfolio of 50+ marquee brands, and many of those are exclusive with Ethos. Ethos, just a bit of trivia, it comes from a Greek word. Ethos is rather the Greek word for ethics, and that is what resonates with the brand. All these years, the management team has focused on building a business in a completely transparent and a compliant fashion. The brand resonates with the company's core philosophy of quality, compliance, and world-class service. Ethos today is India's leading retailer of luxury and premium watches. I was amazed to learn that in today's market, where both online and offline retailers are working very hard and burning lots of capital to build an omnichannel presence, Ethos has managed that with attractive capital efficiency. That is despite the fact that they're in a high-value luxury category, they still manage over a third of their sales from non-store origination, which I think speaks volumes of the management team and their capability. Ethos is also pioneering certified watch retailing in India. It is now expanding its portfolio beyond watches and bringing other luxury categories to India, like luggage and jewelry, and more will follow. It's an amazing journey. Today, Ethos is making its debut on stock exchanges with a market capitalization of over 2,000 crores at its offer price. I would like to congratulate the management team led by Mr. Yasho Sabu, who unfortunately could not join us, and his son Pranav Sabu on the successful IPO and listing. We at MK Global feel privileged for having the opportunity to have worked on this IPO. On behalf of the BRLMs, I thank all teams involved in the successful completion of the IPO. Legal Counsel Link Legal, Registrar K Fintech, PR Agency Concept, bankers to the issue, Honorable Regulator SEBI, and both the stock exchanges, NSE and BSE. Thank you, and once again, a very warm welcome.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to invite the man of the moment. So please put your hands together for Mr. Pranav Sabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos Limited, to address this August gathering. Warm welcome.
Good morning, friends and colleagues. 30th May marks a new beginning for Ethos. We've just arrived at the starting line, and there are wonderful things in store for all of us. I'm amazed by the potential of the Indian economy, and our industry can play a responsible role in thrusting India into the future. Our journey has not been an easy one, but indeed it has been very satisfying. Despite all the challenges we have faced, we have proven that we have the ability to thrive and adapt to changing environments. Resilience, courage, ethics, and a desire to create value for stakeholders has been the cornerstone of our decision-making process and will continue to be the values that we cherish in the future. I have a lot of people to thank for this day and for being a part of our journey. I want to thank nearly 500,000 customers of ours who have given us the privilege to serve. I promise to you that we will get the best products from the world's leading brands to you and set new benchmarks of customer service. I want to thank our brands, location partners, marketing partners, and all our vendors for trusting us with their products and services. To my team, thank you for being there and doing what you do. I'm proud and privileged to work with you. Ritesh, Manoj Gupta, Manoj Subramaniam, Juhi, Sarab, Abhishek, Rakesh, Malvika, Sparsh, Anil, Rajesh, Sandeep, the list is endless. You guys are rock stars, and I want to thank everybody in the team and the Ethos alumni as well for bringing us to this day, and I welcome our team to the next chapter of our growth story. I want to thank our shareholders and our board for their trust and belief in our management. You made this day possible, and we will work tirelessly to live up to your expectations and surpass them. I really appreciate what both the BRLMs, MK and INCRED have delivered, along with Link Legal and Concept PR. Thank you for guiding us and ensuring that we made this public issue possible. Lastly, I want to thank my family and my beautiful wife, Malvika, for being next to me on difficult days and celebrating every victory in this journey. On behalf of the management of Ethos, I commit to creating long-lasting value for all our stakeholders, and thank you all for being here today. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE, to share a few words with this August gathering. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Shri Pranav Shabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos, Shri Ritesh Agarwal, Chief Financial Officer, Ethos, Shri Manoj Subramaniam, Chief Operating Officer, Ethos, Shri Juhi Chaturvedi, Senior Vice President, Ethos, Shri Guru Sharan Singh, Vice President, Marketing, Ethos, Shri Anil Dhiman, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Ethos, Shri Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global, Shri Krishna Karwa, MK Global, Shri Ashish Amvani, Investment Banking, InCred Capital. Friends, good morning to all of you here at the BSE's iconic International Convention Center to celebrate the equity listings of Ethos. Earlier, this venue used to be a trading floor, but now it is used to host events such as today's listing. Most of the activities of the BSE, the world's fastest exchange with a speed of 6 microseconds and 10 times faster than any exchange in India, happens at data centers just below this hall, highlighting the transformation. Today, 1 out of every 3 rupees held by Indians as wealth is represented here on BSE. BSE is India's leading and most diverse exchange, providing an efficient and transparent market for trading in a bouquet of products, including equities, debt, currencies, commodities, interest rates, mutual funds, insurance, agriculture, and many more. Over the last 147 years, BSE has put forward its platform for over 10.6 crore investors to trade in a highly secure and reliable environment that offers enhanced liquidity, diversity of participants, innovative technology, and trustworthy clearing services. The BSE platform is designed to not only provide liquidity, but also bring efficiency and transparency in the price discovery mechanism for newly listed companies like Ethos. We are confident that by listing on BSE, Ethos will not only be able to enhance its visibility and profile, but also broaden its investor base, which we hope will support its business expansion plans. BSE looks forward to continue being Ethos's preferred fundraising partner as it expands its reach and grows in scale. I wish the company, its promoters, and the management all the very best on account of a successful listing. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, may I request you to please come to the dais on the center. To commemorate the significance of this event, ladies and gentlemen, we will now have an exchange of mementos. Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE, will present special mementos to esteemed dignitaries. To receive the memento from Ethos Limited, may I invite Mr. Pranav Sabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos Limited. He'll be receiving a special memento that is a replica of the gong. May now invite, now may I invite Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, Chief Financial Officer, Ethos Limited, to please come and receive the memento from Sir. I may request Mr. Manoj Subramanian, Chief Operating Officer, Ethos Limited, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Ms. Juhi Chaturvedi, Senior Vice President, Ethos Limited, to please come and receive the memento from Sir. Now may I request Mr. Gurshan Singh, Vice President, Marketing, Ethos Limited, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Mr. Anil Deeman, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, Ethos Limited, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Mr. Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global Financial Services Limited, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Mr. Ashish Ambani, Managing Director, InCred Capital, to please come and receive the memento. Thank you. And now may I request Mr. Chauhan to please be there. And with that, I would like to invite Mr. Pranav Sabu, Chief Executive Officer, Ethos Limited, to present special mementos to some very special partners whose contribution have been invaluable. And firstly, to Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE. Thank you. So may I request you please be on stage. Now may I request Mr. Yatin Singh, Head Investment Banking, MK Global Financial Services Limited, to please come and receive the memento from Sir. Now may we request Mr. Ashish Ambani, Managing Director, InCred Capital, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Mr. Murali Krishna, KFin Technologies Limited, Registrar, to please come and receive the memento. Now may I request Mr. Vivek Suchanti, Agency Concept Communication Limited, to please come to the dais. Warm welcome to you, sir. Now may I request Mr. Milind Shah, Legal Advisor, Partner, Link Legal, to please come to the dais. Now may I request CA Anil Gupta, SR Bartley Bow & Company LLP, Auditor, to please come to the dais. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing the honors, sir. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Mr. Ashish Ambani, Managing Director, InCred Capital, to present the vote of thanks. Warm welcome, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to see all of you here today, and thank you for participating in this listing ceremony for Ethos. It brings me great pleasure to thank you all for your time, and I want to congratulate the entire team at Ethos, the management team, Mr. Yasho Sabu, who's not with us today, Pranav, Manoj, Ritesh, Sarab, Juhi, all of you, congratulations. It's a great milestone, and wish you a very exciting journey as a listed company. It would be remiss to not miss out on the contributions and thank every single agency that was involved, starting with, of course, the stock exchanges, Mr. Chauhan, appreciated. The registrars, the BRLMs, the BRLM teams, the lawyers, Link Legal, and all the other agencies involved in getting to this successful milestone. It's a momentous occasion, and I wish Ethos and its customers and all its stakeholders a great journey in the times to come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for presenting the vote of thanks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a look at the BSE video.
The history of BSE is the history of India from a capital market perspective. Founded in 1875, BSE and the many men who founded the exchange took the torch forward and built it into the premier institution that it is today. The passing of the Companies Act 1850 paved the way for stock trading in India. But companies were few, and people did not really have large investable funds for trading in stocks, broker receipts, and there was no trading hall or stock exchange building. And whatever little trading that took place was carried out in the open under the banyan tree. The American Civil War changed everything. An acute global shortage of cotton forced the mills in Lancashire to source cotton from all over the world, including India. As cotton was exported in large quantities, its price soared. An unusual influx of wealth in the form of bullion amounting to 850 million rupees landed on the beckoning shores of Bombay.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we all have been eagerly waiting for has finally arrived. And now we're moving towards the gong ringing ceremony. I would request the following dignitaries to please join us next to the gong. Mr. Ashishkumar Chauhan, BSc, Mr. Pranav Sabu, Mrs. Malvika Sabu, Mr. Manoj Subramanian, Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, Ms. Juhi Chaturvedi, Mr. Gurshan Singh, Mr. Anil Dhiman, Mr. Abhishek Kumar, Mr. Sparsh Arun, Mr. Ashish Ambani, Mr. Yatin Singh, Mr. Rajesh Pandey, to please gather next to the gong. May I also invite Mr. Nagarjan Subramanian to please come on stage. Yes. Also request the guests that during the gong ringing ceremony, you kindly be seated for the videography purpose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few seconds to the customary countdown. So just 10 seconds to the listing, we all have a really, really nice shout out. So along with me, just 10 seconds to go and we'll be doing a nice countdown. Just a few seconds away from this very, very historic, this really, really momentous occasion. Yes, just a few seconds to go. All right, yes. Okay, in the next few seconds, we'll be starting with the countdown, everyone. So, all right, with a lot of energy, let's start the countdown. So it is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hearty congratulations to Ethos Limited for this fantastic launch, this fantastic moment. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful to BSc, the book running lead managers to the issue, members of the board, family and friends, well-wishers and all the viewers who took time to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, also may I request all the guests and dignitaries to move to the BSc hall for the refreshments that are served inside. So once again, the refreshments are served inside, so kindly enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
chills down your spine. You try to avoid it, but decide it's not too bad. Your life is nothing like a box of chocolates. It's full of the sour